So I believe all of you have seen a picture of Vishnu, right? So this is one picture of Vishnu. And at one glance, of course, you can see he stands on the ocean, the sea or the ocean. And there is the serpent. He is depicted a bit blue, in blue complexion. He has a couch. He has a lotus. He has a mace, what we call gada. He has a mace. He has a discus. He has a peacock feather, right? He has the garland of flowers, right? He has a jewel here. You can't see the jewel in the picture, but there is a jewel in this necklace, right? And his clothes are yellow. Most of the time, Vishnu is depicted like that, okay? So today we are going to start with this, the features of Vishnu, right? So you have seen généralement what he has in his hands, how he is, what is there around him. You must be able to describe all these things, right? You must be able to do that. Describe everything. We'll do one by one. First of all, his name itself. No? His name is Vishnu. Last time we have seen that the name Vishnu means all-pervasive. All-pervasive, Vidya, someone who lives everywhere. Vipatu, he's omnipresent, who lives everywhere. He's all-pervasive. Okay, this is the word Vishnu. The meaning of the word Vishnu. And we said also he is the second member of the Hindu Trinity. And Vishnu, what does he do? What is his job, right? Say to protect, to preserve the world, or to sustain the world, right? So usually in pictures, what we see about Vishnu is that he is seen resting on a serpent coil, resting like that, lying down or resting on a serpent coil, like in this picture. And we will have Vishnu with him, sorry, Lakshmi with him, right? Lakshmi with Vishnu, and Lakshmi est at the service of her Lord, right? And you will see he is always seen in the Milky Ocean, in the ocean, right? And this one, or we can see him, Vishnu, standing alone. Lakshmi is not with him here, standing alone, okay? Toujours in the ocean, right? At times you have another picture, quite famous picture of his, where from his navel, l'ombre, navel, comes a lotus, and on the lotus we have Lord Brahma. Okay, these are, you will see Shiv also here, right, in the form of Shivling. These are three major depictions of Vishnu we usually see in pictures or statues or murti, however you call that, right? Now, let's continue. I said earlier, most of the time, Vishnu is depicted wearing yellow clothes. Even Krishna, even Ganesh, right? He wears, let's talk about Vishnu here, he wears yellow clothes. Because he wears yellow clothes, it signifies that one of his name is Pitambar, right? Pitambar means the one who wears yellow clothes. C'est ce linge, les jaunes, right? Pitambar. Now, why yellow? What is the significance of yellow? Every color has a significance, right? For example, red will mean victory. Red also means anger, right? Red means being active, right? Yellow signifies knowledge and learning. Knowledge and learning, right? It also symbolizes happiness. At times it symbolizes peace, meditation. At times it symbolizes the cultivation. Filled to sa. Okay. The cultivation, saucy. Yellow represents, signifies fertility as well. But for now, here, Vishnu wearing yellow clothes, it might signify knowledge, learning, happiness, development, right? You choose what you like to write. This will be enough if you have to write it in your work, right? He has 4 hands. We have seen here 4 hands, right? Now, first thing you can you might say is that, you know, we have, all of us, we have 2 hands, but God is depicted here having 4 hands. Now, just imagine yourself with 2 hands. What do? You do lots of stuff. We can do lots of work with 2 hands. Now, imagine yourself having 4 hands. Qui ne bat pas faire avec 4 hands? So what does that mean for God having 4 hands? It means that God can do multitasking, which maybe we can also do, but not really as such, because we always fail at times, right? But God can do multitasking. He does everything. He's omnipotent. Remember the word, he is omnipotent. Omnipotent meaning he has all the power. He is the most powerful. Omnipotent, most powerful. If you're writing, please write the word. Et aussi, tout à l'heure, on voit les autres mots qui m'ont type. Right? Vishnu is omnipotent. Bon, you can write this for any god, of course. He is omnipotent. That is what the 4 hands signify. And what the hands can also signify, say the 4 purusharthas, right? Now, those who are not familiar with this word, the 4 purusharthas. Purushartha means the aim of life, the aims of life. Hinduism dit à nous que we need to have, ou bien we have 4 aims of life. Nous avons 4 aims. Right? First is dharma, second, artha, third, काम, and fourth, moksha, right? If we have to see the meaning, for those who are not familiar with this, dharma means righteousness, goodness, good things, good actions. C'est dharma. Okay? Dans nous laver, nous besoin dharma. Si nous pas n'apprendre dharma, nous pas pour a good life. No? If you haven't learned discipline, for example, la vie bien difficile, right? So dharma, artha means wealth, can means money and all. Different interpretation, we will see that later as well, but just for now, for you to understand this purushartha, artha, wealth, money. We need wealth, we need money in our life to live, to fulfill the basic needs, to fulfill the desires. We need that. So it is one of the aim of life to earn money. Kam, the kam littéralement aussi, which means work, but it also means sensual and sexual pleasures, desires also. Kam, right? God has made us like this, having sensual and sexual pleasures. We need to enjoy that. We need to do procreation, having children and all. And lastly, moksha. Moksha vidya, liberation, where we merge with God. We become one with God. We don't take birth again and again here. These are the four purusharthas, the four aims of life as per Hinduism. So usually when we say Vishnu has four hands, his four hands represent dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Okay. Now you can write this for any god, of course. Pabliye ekam sad vipra bahuda vadanti. God is one, but we call him by many names, right? Now, he holds many things in his hands. We'll see that. He has a garland of flowers. Coming back to the photo, I told you the garland of flowers. This is known as Vijayanti Mala. Please remember these. You must write in your work. If ever you are writing an answer where you are describing the features of Vishnu, you will say that Vishnu has a garland of flowers around his neck, which is called Vijayanti Mala. Okay. Vijayanti Mala, what does it mean? Mala means a garland. Vijayanti means victory. The garland of victory. You know, when usually someone comes from somewhere after doing a good work, right? Or to do a good work after a victory, we usually offer the person a mala, a garland, right? The garland is usually offered to Vishnu or to Krishna, of course, by Lakshmi, right? Well, Lakshmi doing ça, but you also, we do that, huh? When we do prayers, normally on the statue to ça, okay? He has a precious jewel. I was telling you, coming back to the picture, I was telling you, limits ban garlands, right? One of the garland here, Liena and precious jewel, right? Precious jewel. So this picture is a bit different. Here is the garland and having the precious jewel, which is known as kaustubha. Kaustubha, ou bien kaustuba, whatever, right? Kaustubha. It is a valuable jewel, right? And this jewel is signified divine authority. God has authority. We don't have authority on anything because we possess so many properties, for example. Okay, whatever. And can we say we are the master? Yeah, we are the master. I have created these. I have built a house. But at the end, who is the master? Who is the one who has the authority? Sepanu. God has. Like in the Isha Upanishad, we have many Upanishads. Like in the Isha Upanishad, it says Brahman is the master of the whole creation. Sorry. Okay, the Isha Upanishad says so. God is the master. Right, we continue. He is usually shown blue in complexion. Most of the pictures, he is shown having blue color, right, complexion. Blue color actually signifies infinity, like, we say the sky is blue, right? But where does the sky end? We don't know. So that blue is actually infinity. God is infinite. The first verse of Isha Upanishad says so. God is infinite. He has no beginning. He has no end. He was here, means in the past. He is here, and he will be here always. That is, he is past, he is himself present, he is himself future. This all has also been said in the Isha Upanishad. Right. Now, maybe you can realize when I'm explaining to you things, I'm trying to connect it, to relate to scriptures. In your answers also, you can do that, right? You can do that. For example, when we say he has divine authority, you can relate just like it has been written in the Isha Upanishad that God is the master, right? This is how you will earn more marks. Of course, pas dans toute question qui vous fera, mais dans ma question 10 points, right? We will discuss more later. But what I want you to analyze is when I'm explaining how I'm doing references, okay? This will be helpful. Now we say Vishnu is blue complexion, which means he is infinite. He has no beginning, he has no end, right? I have put 2 links here. You can go on the links, you can watch the videos, not only your notes here, your book, you can go beyond to learn, okay? Now, we said that he has 4 hands, right? What does he hold in his hand? At times, you will see some different pictures where he has different things in his hand, but we will see the common, right? In one hand, he holds a conch. The conch, c'est qui nous appelle shank. The shank is also known as the Panchajanya. Panchajanya. The conch is called Panchajanya. The word Panchajanya means something which produce, something which create, the 5 elements: the fire, water, ether, air, and earth, right? Now, with this, I come to what I explained last time. I told you at the time of creation, there was nothing. God wanted to do creation. And he uttered the word Om, and the word Om, the sound propagated everywhere in terms of vibrations, vibrations, so that vibrations of Om propagated everywhere, spread everywhere, and thus there was creation. Now relate the same thing here. He is holding the conch. I mean, he blows the conch, right? And the conch, when we blow the conch, we hear a sound. This is known as the Panchajanya, that is the one who produces the sound, which produces the 5 elements. That is the sound qui fait création, right? So you must be able to relate. Good. In other words, the Shankha represents creativity, creation, right? Now, why do we blow the conch? When you go to temples, you see Pandita, they blow the conch. Nice to hear, but why? It is said that it is helpful to remove negativity from the environment, right? And it has the power of giving us siddhis, which are superpowers. For example, Hanuman, you know, when he was going to Lanka, at times he could decrease the size of his body, at times he could increase the size of his body. This is called siddhi, liena power, superpowers, right? So the Panchajanya is like that. Et non, il n'y a pas n'importe qui count, il y a différentes qualités count. This is a Panchajanya count, right? So the Shankha, the count, brings us prosperity, harmony, wealth, and material benefits, material attainments, right? Again, Nunu because what Vishnu has in his hand. But you need to know what is its name, Panchajanya, and what does it signify. Maybe someone will write, it signifies creativity, it gives us prosperity, wealth, harmony. That will be enough to earn your marks, right? I continue. In another hand, he has the discus. The discus is also known as the Chakra Sudarshan. Ou bien parfois on appelle Sudarshan Chakra. Whatever, but say the same thing. The discus avec un seul S, right? What does the discus signify? Premièrement, Vishnu, what does he do with the discus? Of course, he destroys, right? So the discus represents destruction. And it also represents illumination, right? Let's say Vishnu is destroying a demon with a discus. It's a destruction. But for other people, it is illumination because a demon has been killed. A demon has been destroyed, right? So you can write a discursely represent destruction as well as illumination. Or you can say lead a cycle, construction, destruction, and reconstruction, right? And you know, life is like this discus. It's round, no? It keep on, life is like that. The vicious circle of life. We take birth, we grow, we die, we take birth again, we die again, we take birth again, we die again. That is the cycle of karma. No, the karma, cycle of life, or you can say. What does Vishnu does with this? What do Vishnu does with this? Discuss. Say he maintains law and order in the society. Comment says it. He destroys with that. So destroying mean illumination. Destroying also mean that he is protecting people. It means that he is protecting law, he is protecting dharma and order in the society. Next, in another hand, he holds a mace. A mace is also known as a gada. It's not a gadha, it's a gada. Right? The gada is also known as kaumudi. Kaumudi. Now, who is the one who can lift a gada? Not everyone can do that because a gada is very heavy. Only someone who is very powerful, who is very strong, can lift a gada. So the gada represents strength. You can say physical strength also, mais en général strength, right? And of course, it is a weapon that we use to kill, to destroy, right? And it is regarded as the strongest of weapons because we need much power to lift it and to use it as well. In another hand, in the fourth hand, you will see that Vishnu has a lotus. It's a flower, a lotus, and it is called Padma. Padma. What does it signify? You all know a lotus, it's very beautiful, no? But it comes from mud. But when the flower opens up, right, blossom, do we have mud on the flower? No, we don't have. We don't see mud, but yet, so root is in the mud. So the lotus signifies purity. You can still signify enlightenment as well. It can signify self-regeneration, rebirth. De quelle façon me dire self-regeneration ou bien rebirth? Consider rebirth, you were in the mud, no? You were in materialism. You were doing bad things. But then you change, you transform. It is a kind of rebirth. Okay? Ou bien tout simplement, vous pouvez écrire the lotus represents purity. Parce que when it comes from the mud, it is pure. It has no mud on it. It has no imperfection on it. Right? So these are few stuff which you can write when describing Vishnu. I come back here. Right? Now there is the serpent also here. Right? Maybe you can say the serpent is protecting him. That is one way of telling that. But God doesn't need protection. Si nous prend Vishnu to be like Krishna, you have the serpent which protected Krishna from the rain. Later we can see the story if you don't know about it. That is one way of saying, right? But you know, having a cobra, having a serpent with you, we need to be fearless for that. Not the cobra means, ça veut dire, mettez comme ça, having a serpent nearby signifies one is fearless. You can write this also for Vishnu, for Shiv. right? One is fearless. Right, you see, so the discus, the count, the flower, the gada, the garland, Vijayantimala, the kaustuba, the jewel, right? And the yellow cloth, the blue complexion, right? And the ocean. The ocean, comment Cave explique ça aussi. What does it signify? It signifies infinity. Where does the ocean start and finish? We don't know how vast it is, right? So it signifies infinity. We continue. Now, Vishnu, we know he is the preserver. He preserves, no? That is his duty. He has taken many incarnations, but 10 of them are considered to be major incarnations. The first one, you must know these. The first one is the Matsya incarnation. Matsya Vidya, the fish. We will go in detail later. We have the Kurma, the Varaha, Narasimha, Vaman, Parshuram, Ram, Krishna, Buddha, and Kalki. Now you will see that he has come as a fish, then as a tortoise. Bon, Dafote Lazope Trouvli come as a human, but he was a tortoise. Here he was a fish, a tortoise, and here a boar, and here like half man, half lion. And here he was a dwarf, and Tine, a dwarf. And here he comes as a complete man. From sea animal, land animal, dwarf, incomplete human, and dwarfly incomplete qui fait parce qu'il n'est pas grandi bien normalement, right? And then as complete human. This is called the evolution. Nous, si nous évoluons comme ça, we have